I'm Andrew Jones. I've been involved in high-performance computing for nearly 25 years. Earlier this year, 2020, I joined Microsoft to help plan the future of HPC and AI capabilities at Microsoft's cloud, Azure. I'd like to talk to you today about my vision for the future of high-performance computing in the cloud. There are many discussions available to help you understand when it makes sense to run your HPC workloads on an on-premises solution versus an on-cloud solution. I don't intend here to go through this in too much detail. Some of my thoughts are available on this slide. However, in short, if you're the kind of organization who is able and willing to explore and manage the risks around delivering an on-premises solution, is able to do so cost effectively and efficiently, then perhaps an on-premises solution is still best for you. If you're the kind of organization that values the technical agility, the business continuity, the resilience, and the scale of the cloud, then maybe the cloud computing is best for you. Over time, we will see more and more workloads moving from an on-premises solution to a cloud-based solution, but at the moment, both are perfectly viable options. For the purposes of this presentation, let's assume that you are one of those organizations who has decided to move to the cloud or is actively considering the cloud for your HPC and AI workloads. It is important to acknowledge that not all cloud providers nor all cloud solutions are equal. Different cloud providers have different strategies with respect to cloud in general, and certainly with respect to high-performance computing. They may have a more commodity approach, they may have a more differentiated approach, maybe it's regional, maybe it's more global. Different providers have different cultures in how they interact with their customers and their partner ecosystem. Some HPC workloads will work well on almost any computing environment, including any cloud environment. However, some won't, or perhaps to put it another way, some clouds, some vanilla clouds, are capable of running some HPC workloads, but there are many HPC workloads which require a differentiated solution to perform well, or indeed to perform at all. And so the question is, what is it that you require to deliver a genuine HPC experience in the cloud? I believe you need a differentiated solution to do that. This slide describes my vision of what a differentiated solution around cloud would mean to provide the best HPC and AI cloud experience. It starts with the technology platform. Is the technology platform of your cloud solution purpose-built for HPC and AI workloads, HPC and AI applications? Is it architected for real-world applications rather than benchmarks, for end-to-end workflows? Does it use high-performance interconnect with low latency and high bandwidth? Does it deploy the best processors, for example, from Intel and others? Is it tuned not only for performance optimization, optimized for performance, but also optimized for cost to deliver the best economics of using the cloud solution? It's not just about the technology. It's also about the organization that you're going to work with. Is the cloud provider able to have a discussion with you with clarity and with integrity about where the advantages and disadvantages potentially of their cloud solution are for you? What are the benefits that are specific to your requirements, to your business situation, to your organization, including being able to have a solid discussion around the economic models, the value models, and the cost models of cloud versus on-premises and their cloud versus other cloud solutions? Are they able to build confidence with you so that you can trust your HPC and AI workloads to them by providing you with technical proof points, application benchmarks showing performance and scalability, and indeed customer success stories? But it's not just about the organization, it's not just about technology, it's also about the people. Does your cloud provider able to provide you with a differentiated experience on the people aspects of it? People who are genuine HPC talent, who are the engineers behind planning and building the cloud solution, so that you have confidence that you have a genuine HPC class solution that's being built and supported and operated, but also confidence through the sales process, so that you have people who are able to talk to you from early discussions of your requirements through final solution architecture, through post-sales experience, and indeed through life support, so that you have confidence that the solution is fit for your workloads and that your users will be able to get HPC experience and support throughout the life of your service. You're looking for an organization that can work with you as you expect to be worked with. The HPC market has built a lot of experience around its own business models of how to operate over the years. Can the can the cloud provider you are talking to work with you in that same way? Can they show you they are in it for the long haul, that they're in HPC for the long haul, not just in cloud for the long haul? Do they show vision of a long-term roadmap? Are they able to engage with you in a long-term process in the way we're used to in the HPC community? And of course, you're looking for a partner ecosystem, a strong partner ecosystem that provides you all of the additional support you often need for any HPC solution, whether it's in cloud or on premises, whether those are solutions providers, software providers, consulting providers, or other types of partners that you need to get the best value out of your HPC. So does the cloud provider actively support a strong ecosystem of solutions partners? It won't surprise you that what I've been describing is my view of the Azure HPC solution for cloud, a differentiated solution that provides you with the best HPC and AI experience in the cloud. This is my vision of where Azure is at now. This is my vision of where we're going to continue driving Azure into the future as we get better. HPC is hard. It doesn't matter whether you're talking about on-premises or in the cloud, small scale or large scale. It gets harder at large scale, but even at small to medium scale, HPC is not easy. All users of HPC, all deployments of HPC are working hard towards getting it more and more so that it just works. And of course, we are very much doing that with the Azure HPC solution. It is a core driver of our engineering and product design capability to make sure that we get to that solution where HPC just works in the cloud. We're also focusing on the economics, improving the cost of HPC in the cloud, improving the value generated by HPC in the cloud, so that both sides of that cost and value equation continue to make better and better case for you moving your workloads to the HPC in the cloud. We're also looking at improving the technology leadership, continuing to deliver what we already believe is a leading class HPC solution in the cloud, so that we continue to stay ahead of other potential cloud providers with the best technology solution, but also meeting and exceeding the performance you can get with an on-premises solution. And then, of course, looking at the overall experience. Making cloud easy to use, living up to the promises of marketing, that cloud is the easy solution, the easy way to do HPC. Making it predictable so that you can unleash the productivity of your users and your researchers. And ultimately, getting to the point where the Azure HPC solutions not only ticks the boxes of being the best and most economic way to do your HPC, but also becomes the most desirable way to do your HPC. When you want to use the solution as much as you should be using the solution, then that's a measure of the quality you're getting of the overall HPC experience. And this is why I believe it's about changing the conversation from what has historically been a cloud conversation around buying HPC or commodity virtual machines, VMs, to replace your on-premises hardware, into a conversation around a partnership about how a real HPC solution in the cloud, technology and people can help you to unlock more value. And indeed, this really is what we position Azure HPC as. It's helping you to unlock your innovation with what we believe is the leading cloud for high-performance computing and AI. I will be delighted to hear more from you, or indeed to engage in conversation with you about anything I've discussed today, including my vision for the future of HPC in the cloud. Please do reach out to me on LinkedIn or Twitter to continue the conversation. And thank you again for taking the time to listen to me today.